So I just graduated college back in May 2019, and then I didn't really know what I was doing for a little bit. And I generally wasn't happy, but I wanted to do something that would bring me joy and make me happy. And I know being around students and being around younger folks and just being able to do that mentorship really gave me some life back.
My first meeting with Tristan was through a program at my school called Noble Knights. It was run by Big Brothers Big Sisters, but I originally joined because a few of my friends had told me about it and were matched through the club. Throughout most of the year with the club, I was not matched and I didn't really interact with any of the adults.
Tyson was like, hey, we have this kid who's a part of the LGBTQ plus community, really wants a good mentor and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's nice because when I was a kid and when I was trying to understand myself and my own kind of queer identity, I just wish there was someone there like that who, understood.
So around the time I joined Noble Knights in the program with Big Brothers Big Sisters, I was in the middle of my transition. I'm transgender. I have been for 2 or 3 years. And I was right in the middle of that, and I was very insecure. And meeting Tristan and all the experiences I've had since then had really made me to be a great student leader, a great activist in my community. Without that, I don't think I ever would have been as confident because I was just so insecure during that time of my life that so much has changed since that point that without Tristan, I don't know if I would have been able to do all the things I've done.
In my experience, what makes a good and successful match, I think communication is key. I think Tristan and Kai's match works really well because they have a lot of common interests and always have. I know one thing that they really enjoy doing is trying different foods and going to different coffee shops, and so whenever I check in with them, I'm always like, okay, where'd you try now? What kinds of foods have you tried? And I like coffee myself, so I'm always interested in what coffee shops they've gone to so I can try those myself.
I'm really glad that we've gone to spend time together since our match. Obviously, throughout the last few years, there's a lot of complicated situations, and just having someone there, even if it had to be digital instead of in person, just having that connection and having someone to talk to and look forward to seeing throughout everything was really good for me.
During the pandemic, it was really cool because it was the beginning of their match, and so they had to be very creative in how they spent their time. For example, one time they wanted to do cooking together. So Tristan went and purchased all the supplies, got everything ready for Kai, dropped the supplies off at his door, and then the two were able to do a Zoom call together and cook whatever meal that they were planning on making together.
It was a big transition period for me, both during the pandemic, through my own transition, through learning about myself, and through just going into high school. And I think it'll really help me just throughout the rest of my life.
I would say that Kai has taught me it's okay being myself. Being yourself is one of the bravest things you can do.